Good morning and welcome to Tuesday. I can say good morning. Well, I guess it's good afternoon now because it's like 11:30. But we were up pretty early. We were up at 10:30. Just now getting lunch squared away. The other day when we grilled out with my parents, we actually made 4 steaks, even though we consumed 3 of them. You'll remember that my mom had a salmon fillet. So that 4th steak is actually now going on top of a salad. So we've got a beautiful little steak salad here. A good way to start the day. We're still making our way through the Planet Earth show. Do you remember how many episodes it was? I think it was 11?
I think so.
Sounds about right. And we're getting ready to start episode 7. So getting close to the end of that. And once we finish it, we'll definitely do a review. It's been really good. Like really, really good. And I think it was a nice little break from some of the stuff we've been watching. Especially Full Metal Alchemist, which kind of takes your emotions and rips them all over the place with everywhere it goes with the show. It's nice to sit back and watch penguins. Several hours later, I've accomplished something that I've needed to accomplish for quite some time, and it's taken me a long time to do for a lot of different reasons, but I'll quickly explain, because this is a huge, monumental thing for me. I have figured out how Fallout 4 will end. How I'm going to end the series. And this is something that's been on my mind for months and months and months, because when I did Skyrim, I did a 100% run, and I really wanted to do a 100% run for Fallout 4. Now, Skyrim was an interesting beast, because it really just has one ending, but there's a few different parts in the game where you can choose one of 2 paths. In order to do 100%, I basically did a really cool thing that I won't spoil in case you've never seen it and want to watch it. But I did a really cool thing where I showed an alternate reality type thing where I could actually show the quests that I wasn't able to do because you have to make one of 2 choices. So that was cool, and people seem to really enjoy that. The problem with Fallout 4 is that Fallout 4 has got a lot more choices. There's factions, multiple factions, and they each have their own ending, so there's all the different ways that the game can end and all these different missions that you miss out on if you choose something. The way the game is split up is not really that you choose a faction, it's that you piss off the other factions. So you have to be really careful when you're getting close to the end game. I've been getting close to the end game for quite some time, so this has been on my mind, how am I going to do this? Because I've been in a weird situation where, I'm trying to stay spoiler-free, and I'm basing it off of comments where people are, giving me bits of information, just enough to make sure that I don't piss off factions, but also that I have enough information to, continue playing the game. It's been really difficult. So today I finally sat down, took all the information from the comments, tried to get additional information online while also staying spoiler-free, at least about big details, and mapped out what I need to do. And I have it figured out. And it took hours. But I finally have it figured out. And honestly, for the last few months, I've had vague ideas of how I wanted to do it. And those are finally written down and finalized. It's going to happen like this and this and this. It's going to be a lot of work. But it's going to be cool, and I'm excited for it. Fallout is already, within the next few episodes, I think it'll be longer than Skyrim was. I know it doesn't have more episodes, but the episodes in Fallout are longer. And the amount of time spent in Fallout is probably, by the time you get this vlog, greater than Skyrim. So Fallout is my longest Let's Play. By an even amount right now, but by the time it's over, who knows. So it's been a journey, and there's still more to do, but this was a really good start. And I still have to record an episode of Fallout tonight, but I couldn't go any further without knowing exactly what I needed to be doing, because I every episode I record for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been super nervous. I'm okay, so I know I can't do this, I can do this, but I can't talk to this person, but I can go here, but only if I don't go this way. It's been a hassle, and now I have things on paper. I'm okay, this is it. As long as I follow this, I should be good. And people will still be able to dictate what happens in terms of what happens next, because there's still things I can do in whatever order, but the actual way I want to do it, I've got it figured out. And it feels good. Anyway, it's been a few hours, and it's weird because I haven't accomplished everything I wanted to, but that's also because I've been spending a lot of time on that. We are going to be grilling out again tonight because we're trying to use the grill more. When we were at the store the other day, we bought pork chops. So we're going to do pork chops tonight. And we'll have 2 extra for leftovers later. We're also doing corn. Corn.
Yep.
Okay. Pork chops and corn. Give me another chance to continue learning the grill and learning how to do it. I guess I'm probably getting better each time.
There's the corn, it just finished. I sliced up some more peaches because we want to use them up, and there's a lot. Steven's out here with the pork. How you doing?
Pretty good. Whenever I did burgers, that was the first time I did burgers and they turned out good. Then I did steak, and it was the first time I did steak and it turned out, I mean, it was good. It was more well done than I would have normally done it, but it was good. And this is the first time doing pork chops, and apparently they're really easy to screw up. So I'm like super vigilant.
You could probably move them away from the hot part now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get them a little bit.
Those are nice grill marks on that one that you just set down.
I'll move that a little bit closer for a sec. Yeah, I'm giving it a shot here. The thermometer is what's going to tell us, which is good that we have something that can at least give us some indication. Because if you had to do this just by looking at it, like how the heck would you know?
There's so many bugs.
Yeah, there's bugs outside. You can go inside if you want.
Okay. How are the peaches?
Pretty good.
It's hot.
Yeah, that's one thing about it. It's a pretty nice day. But when you're standing directly over a grill, it's really warm. Who would have thought? But these will be done in a second. And then we'll have these to enjoy also. I'll be honest, it looked good. It looks like it came out pretty good. The question is it cooked okay, since it can be overcooked so easily? What do you think? Is it good?
I was eating corn.
Oh, I thought you'd been eating the thing. Is it okay? Mm-hmm. Is it tough at all? Mm-mm. Really? Mm-hmm. I'm surprised, but pleasantly with myself.
It's really good. It has a lot of flavor.
Oh man, okay. Inside of mine is cooked as well, so. Oh my god, it's so good!
You may not even need mustard, right?
Yeah, I had mustard out of the pantry just in case we needed it. I don't even really like pork chops, but I really like that. Oh my god. Wow. Man, like, I did it. I'm 3 for 3 on cooking stuff on the grill.
What about the peaches? Do you count the peaches? Because those were really good.
No, because those are easy. You just put them on and then you're like, it's been a while, and then you're done. But this is like, you have to flip them and make sure that they are within a certain proximity of the fire, and then you have to put the thermometer in. And I didn't screw any of them up. I mean, the steak I cooked longer than I wanted to, but at least I didn't ruin the steak.
No, you didn't. It was good.
Wow. Man, I'm just like really proud of myself. Cool. So, and I cooked Mom's fish perfectly too, at least to her liking. So I'm actually 4 for 4. I want to try some other stuff, like some other fish, maybe some shrimp, but then also like portobello caps or something. Wouldn't that be good? Yeah, because I really like mushrooms, and having a big portobello cap with like balsamic and stuff on it, that would be good. Man. Okay, grilling is cool. I don't like the fact that you have to stand over fire. Because by the time I'm done, not only do I smell like smoke, but I'm like hot and sweaty. I don't like that. But everything else about the experience is nice. It's also kind of nice to be outside. It like forces you to be outside. Man, excellent. It's been a few hours and I'm still thinking about how good those pork chops were. And you have to understand, I am not a pork chop guy. Like if you were to show me a menu with various things on them, pork chops would probably be the last thing I chose. And after having thought about it, I think those are the best tasting pork chops I've ever had. Really? You think that too? I mean,
really good.
It's not saying a whole lot because I don't regularly eat pork chops, so I don't really have a whole lot to compare to. But those were good. I was really excited about that. Anyway, today is August. Number 1, where did this year go? But number 2, since it is the first of the month, we always say a quick shout out and huge thank you to our Patreon producers. Their names are scrolling along the bottom of the... Is it this way? This way? Yeah, this way. Along the bottom of the screen now. Thank you guys so much. If you're watching and you want to learn more about Patreon and how you can support Mal and myself and all of the perks that come along with that, you can go into the description box down below. There's actually a link in every single video for how to support, and there'll also be a card appearing on screen now. So thank you to everyone who helps us out on Patreon. Whenever I was talking earlier about Fallout, it got me thinking about the fact that Fallout is going to be ending soon. Like, legit ending. Maybe not soon. Soon puts, certain images into people's heads that it's going to end at this time or whatever. I don't know when it's ending. I just know that this is the first time throughout the entire course of the LP where I have actually consciously thought, like, oh wait, we're getting close. I've put off a lot of stuff for a long time. And in that process of putting off that stuff, I've done all of these other things. And now those things are done. And when you're thinking about like actual quests, the number of quests remaining in the game are really low. There's still plenty of like locations I want to explore. Even going back to Far Harbor, there's places I never got to see that I absolutely want to see and get that lore. And that'll get done. That's going to happen. But just thinking about the fact that, wow, the number of quests are actually starting to diminish. We're getting into the end game. Like, this is really crazy. Now, again, this is only for the main game because there were so many people that told me that Nuka World is best experienced after the main game that I was like, all right, that seems reasonable to me. So we're getting ready to wrap up this main game, but then it's still going to go on a little bit longer as we do Nuka World. But still, I can't believe it. One thing I wanted to say on video, because I don't think that I express my appreciation often enough for this specific thing, is the fan art. There has been, a piece of fan art for every single episode since the beginning. Obviously not the first episode, because that was when I asked people to do it. But it has always been stupendous. At times it has been downright incredible. And I just wanted to say thank you again for all of the support we got on that front for now, almost 200 episodes of just really incredible stuff. So thank you. It was kind of my dream when we started to be able to attach a piece of fan art to every single episode. And right now we're doing it. And I know sometimes I have to prod the audience. I have to say, hey, by the way, we need more art. But it seems to work. And you guys take up that challenge and actually create really incredible stuff. So once again, thank you. I think Fallout has been an incredible series, and obviously will continue to be an incredible series. But it's just meant so much to me, and it's one that I'm going to remember for a long time. Skyrim has stuck with me more strongly than any other series I've ever done, and I know that when Fallout is finally over, that it's going to be the same way. And I don't know if it's going to take on this crazy life after it's over like Skyrim did, because Skyrim was pretty popular when I was doing it. Skyrim exploded after I was done. I don't know if Fallout will have that same experience or not, but it's possible. It could be that, a year from now, Fallout's long over and people are starting to find it and experience this entire 100% playthrough, and they're like, oh wow, this is cool. I hope that happens, but by that time we will be knee-deep in our next long-term project. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?